Welcome to the red zone. Blue we don't do, and red. That's me.
Y'all, listen to me. We have an issue. Something came across my mind. We need to talk about it. You feel me? Real talk. We're seeing a lot of single women in their older ages today. Actually, trying to say they're not enough good men in society. Right? See, here's the deal with that. This is why older men choose you. Because of all the things that comes with you, it's a problem to him. For example, education you put on a high pedestal, right? But that also comes with that, right? Having your own home, right? You own your own home, that also comes with that. Having your own car, right? On your own, that also comes with that. So you bring a ticket to the table that's a high price, but what is the man receiving for that value? You see, I understand what you want out of the relationship, right? But see, here's the problem. You got to start asking yourself this question. What do he want from you? You see? Listen, do he want that or he want to be out of debt? Right? You want to be out of debt. How can you help this situation? I understand women want to mess with men who got a lot of things going on. That's good. But now you got to have things going on for you and him. Right? What are you going to do to compensate that situation? Right? How are you going to add value to his world? I know what you want. Right? You and 90% of the women want the same thing. Okay? But do you qualify for what he wants? And see, I think that's the problem we have today. That a lot of women don't qualify for what men want. Men can qualify for what they want, but they don't qualify what he wants. And then when a man gets to tell you things that you want, right, we get all these male chauvinist, name calling, shame tactics. You don't go nowhere, right? Because your results are still the same. You're standing right here. You see? What I'm trying to get you to understand is there's chapters in life that you cannot pass up or you will pay for it. Let me give you an example. 4 quarters, right? First quarter in your life. Women is at their best, at their peak when they're in the youth. Can't nobody tell you, right? That's the facts, right? Because that's why women always trying to wear all kind of enhancements to make themselves look younger, bring attraction, right? See, the problem that we have in the society today is that you think you're not in competition. Where you are. And let me explain why. Because if you haven't taken yourself, if no man has taken you off the market already, you're in the market for competition only. Because you got to be competitive to a man who can actually mess with women up and down. When you get older, at a certain age, my beautiful ladies, right? Your down market is really slight. And men higher up, men don't really want women that's older because they come with all those liabilities that I was just explaining to you. What society says is good for you in a relationship is not good, right? Because it creates more debt and eliminates wealth. That's why a lot of people who tell you to be successful don't be in a relationship. Definitely don't get married. It's the number one thing to not do, right? Because success needs to be focused on the thing that you need to so you can get there. And ain't nobody who won't, you will never miss women on your purpose. But I can tell you right now, not being on it, you'll miss everything, including your purpose. You see? So what I'm telling you is, understand what it really is and not go with what the world tells you the narrative is. Right? So I watched something just now, and it was kind of like crazy to me. A man interviewing 3 beautiful queens. Okay, beautiful ladies. Right? And he asked you simple questions. And it was like, all the men that's successful, saying that, we really don't like men who have options. Why? Because you want him to be your only option. See, that's not happening no more. And the reason why you feel that type of way, because God has blessed you with eternal value. And the reason why a man will never feel that way, because everything he had to get in life to create value, he had to create it. You see, he had to go through something. Nobody gave him nothing. You see? So now he walks with a certain stride. He works with a different level. His move, his groove, he's smooth, he talk real good. You know why? He had to put himself in a situation to be that, to get where you can even look at him. If he took the same mentality that you had, just coming here with beauty, or him just being a handsome, attractive guy, right? You're gonna highlight him. No, you're not. And if you did, it would be more like, sexual relations versus intent to be with. What I'm trying to tell you is your time in that first quarter, you can't miss it. It's critical to your life. The first quarter, women between the ages of in their 20s to 35, right? First quarter, right? Can't even say 35 a day. High risk pregnancies, it's in the 30s again. Okay, right? But even the doctor tell you that that's something that we choose not to do. We should actually do this, before this happens, before you reach this time to have no critical situations going on with pregnancy. So they tell you that today, right? Not me, facts, right? What? And then the second quarter, right? From 32, right, to 42, right? That's the second quarter. There's things in that quarter you need to do, period, to get yourself to understanding to see where you at. Like, it should be fixed. All the bad trauma relationships, you should have worked on yourself there. But in that first quarter, you need to have a child. And let me explain why. Because see, now, pregnancy and everything else is high risk. And now, you're trying to catch back in the first quarter, right? And you're already in the second quarter, right? Now you meet a guy you may be interested in, but you haven't really lived. Because see, a child is part of life. And it teaches you other things in life that you need to know. But this is the part that nobody tells you, though. Right? But versus you waiting for your career, this is the reason why I say all the time, right? When it comes to careers, they hurt a lot of communities, right? Because you're focusing on getting a degree, right? But not family. You got to learn how to do both. You see? Because if you don't do that as a woman, when your time comes, you're going to be in competition with a young woman who can do it. See? And now you're older, so your choices, your DMs and everything else, start to win. Now you resent the fact. Now you're upset and you're jealous because you're saying how men who get money today, right, know their value. This is crazy. He should, right? So my point in telling you this is, see, in the second quarter, in the third quarter, right? 42, figure this out. Fourth quarter, you already know where I'm going with that. Okay? You got to get those things done in an ample amount of time so you can grow with life. Because what happens if you miss out on that quarter, you actually missed out on life. Let me say it again. If you miss out on the first quarter, you can't double back and try to make it up, right? Because your reality tells you that. Your perception tells you you can. Reality says you can't. Take a look around, right? Older guys mess with younger women. See? Older guys and not gentlemen is not really messing with older women. Why? Because you come with a lot of pre-existing situations and beliefs that eliminates a lot of the leads I talk about all the time, right? So to create value in your world, okay, you have to do more now. You're going to pay for playing. Right? Your best years is in your 20s. A man only get to his peak, right? Get started, right? In his mid-30s and 40s. You see the difference? So now that you passed your chapter, right? And you did everything you wanted to do in the 20s, your best years. Now you want a man when you get older in your 30s and 40s, right? To take you serious, right? Well, see, here's the problem. He just got into his serious stage, right? He just had to balance. This is about the time he bossed up. You see, he got his money, he got his job, he got his business, he got all that. Now you asking him, okay, to sacrifice all the hard work while you had to go through life and you never sacrificed anything, right? Now you're saying that you want this guy to be just for you. When you were in your younger years, you were just for whoever you wanted to be with. See, you understand the gap, right? The age and time, right? This is what we're missing. That's why I'm saying you have to get yourself in a situation where you understand and take advantage of your value as a young woman, right? That way that you can place your life to be better in the future. Anything else is ludicrous, it's delusional. Because what you're seeing right now is a lot of older women, right, in our society, gonna die alone, right? Because men are not checking for that no more. Why? Because you come with a lot of baggage, problems, kids, a lot of them, right? Because most of the time you never made good decisions, that's why you're still on the market. Listen to me. I'm not just trying to blame it on that. I'm trying to get you to understand if you miss the quarters, that first quarter, right? You need to be able to sacrifice and pull something off the table. Get with a guy that actually make your best use of the years, make it count. Okay? That's what I'm trying to get you to see, right? So now you're up here on the panel, 3 women, right? Y'all talking about how successful men is no problem. No. They become a problem to you now because they're not checking for you no more, right? The thing that you had, the opportunity that you had that you let pass, you fumbled the ball, right? They're not there no more. So that's what I'm trying to tell you right now. So if you don't have a mentality or a mindset of being raised to be feminine, you're really going to have a problem in society today. Because men do have more options today. Successful men have options, right? And if you're not an option that actually aligns with his, don't get mad, right? Because you pissed off that first quarter. You see, you got to make these quarters count. Don't let nobody take it different. Because a lot of people is dying alone and they're alone. All right? And I'm looking at videos right now how women don't want to be feminists no more. They want a man, they need a man. But see, now you need a man because you failed at trying to be one. You see? Now, what man wants to take that on? Do you understand what I'm saying? It changes the whole narrative. You want a person to be willing to do these things, be happy to be that person, stand in her truth, understand what her role is, not because you went through misery, hard times, and failed, and now please come save me, right? Listen to me. The reality of why I had to put this up today and make this video, because I'm seeing the effect, and it's happened drastically, fast and quick. The reality of the situation, I'm telling you right now, in cultures, is that if you don't start looking at that person as a person, you're going to find yourself alone with no person. Get me? And that's all I got to say. Monka Red Pill, just a word to keep it 100 with you. Listen to me. Change your mindset. Change your behavior. Because it's not helping you. It's hurting you. See what I'm saying? It's not that men are not good men out here. We are identifying that we have men out here who actually doing their part. That's what these ladies saying. You see? But the problem is they're not checking for you no more. Right? Because you missed your part. Right? The first quarter. The second quarter, you should be living with a child. And the man. Right? The third quarter, you should be already in the phase of knowing what you're going, building, working together to accomplish more. No, we got people missing the first and the second quarter and get to the third quarter talking about they want to throw it back in the first quarter. You see? It doesn't work that way. It just don't snap and everything appears. You just don't snap and be a good feminine woman. You just don't snap and get rid of this. No, you got to work toward those things. Stop being a delusional person with the mindset. Because that's going to keep you in a stagnant place where you won't grow and you can't see growth. You understand? So listen to me. My word is my word. Gotta keep it 100 with you. Listen to me. Make every moment in life that matters to you count. Don't let time pass you by. Don't let time pass you by, because you will regret it.